The girl in the red dress, would you stop for her? If she waved at you, they called it the Devil's Highway Route 666. A stretch of asphalt cutting through the Arizona desert, known for its lonely miles, sudden fog, and the things that appear when the sun goes down. Truckers refused to drive it after dark. Locals said if you passed mile marker 23 and saw a girl in a red dress by the roadside, you were already cursed. But Ryan didn't believe in curses. He believed in making up lost time. He thought he was running late. He didn't know what was waiting for him. Ryan was heading home from a late delivery. The desert stretched endlessly, moonlight bouncing off faded asphalt. He hadn't seen another car in over an hour. Then, from the distance, movement. A flicker of red. He squinted through the windshield. There, standing by the roadside, was a young woman, maybe 19, in a red dress, barefoot, her hair tangled by the wind. Ryan slowed down instinctively. "Hey!" he shouted through the open window. "You okay out here?" No response. Who's that slow, eerie turn of the head, her face pale under the moonlight? The desert wasn't empty anymore. He sighed. Conscience won over fear. "Get in," he said. "I'll take you to town." She climbed in silently, the red fabric brushing the seat. He glanced over. She looked fragile, eyes hollow, hands clasped tightly together. "Where are you headed?" he asked. She whispered, "Home." Something about that word sent a chill down his spine. She didn't say where home was. They drove in silence. The radio crackled with static. The temperature dropped suddenly, his breath fogging the windshield. He glanced at her again. She was staring out the window, expression blank, lips moving soundlessly. "You sure you're okay?" he asked. She turned to him slowly, eyes wide and dark. "He didn't stop," she said softly. Ryan frowned. "What do you mean?" "The man before you," she whispered. "He didn't stop." The highway was beginning to remember her story. The radio hissed louder, the static forming shapes of words, faint, ghostly whispers that didn't belong. He turned the knob, but the sound only grew stronger. It was saying something. Repeating one phrase, "She's still waiting." Ryan's heart pounded. "This is crazy," he muttered. "Must be the signal." He looked back at the girl, but her seat was empty. He didn't see her leave. Panic shot through him. The door hadn't opened. No footprints on the dusty floor mat. Okay, he whispered. "This isn't real." Then his headlights flickered, and she was standing in the middle of the road, facing him, dress glowing faintly red in the beams. He slammed the brakes. The truck skidded sideways, tires screeching. When it stopped, she was gone again. He stumbled out, breathing hard. The desert was silent, except for the faint hum of insects and wind. Then, behind him, a voice whispered, "You stopped this time." It wasn't praise. It was a warning. He turned, flashlight trembling. She stood inches away, eyes black as night, blood trickling down her temple. "I waited," she whispered, "for someone to stop." Ryan stepped back. "What happened to you?" Her expression twisted into something that wasn't human. He didn't stop. He just kept driving. "Who?" Ryan asked. Her head tilted slowly. "You?" Memory hit him like impact glass. Years ago, on a night like this, same stretch of road, he had been behind the wheel, phone in hand, half asleep, a flash of red, a scream. Then, nothing. He had told himself it was an animal. He had forced himself to believe it was nothing, but it wasn't. It was her. You can't outrun guilt on a road that remembers. Ryan's knees buckled. "I didn't know," he whispered. "I didn't know it was you." She smiled faintly, a tragic, knowing smile. "You didn't stop then, but you stopped now." Her form began to shimmer, fading like mist. "Now I can go home." The air grew colder. Wind howled through the desert. He blinked, and she was gone. Only the faint scent of roses lingered in the air. He sat in the middle of Route 666 until dawn, the truck's lights dying one by one. When he finally started the engine again, the odometer blinked 666.6 miles, and on his passenger seat lay something red, a torn piece of cloth. They say the girl in the red dress appears to those who didn't stop. But sometimes she appears to the ones who finally remember. Would you stop for her? If YES subscribe, if nitrogen monoxide, like the video and keep driving.